Hi everyone and welcome to SunCenter, your weekend headlines. I'm Emma Court.
And I'm Erica Hooker.
In the brewing legal melee over hydrofracking in New York State, round one, it appears, is over. The nearby town of Dryden won a lawsuit against the gas drilling company Anschutz Exploration Corporation on Tuesday. The company had sued Dryden for banning fracking on its land, but the court ruled that Dryden was well within its rights to do so. Many hope the decision will prove a landmark case. Several local cities and towns, including Ithaca, have responded to the possibility of hydrofracking with local bans. Ithaca Assemblywoman Clifton called the decision a victory for municipalities and landowners across New York.
Does 4 more days of vacation sound good to you? The university's calendar committee is considering adding several more days off to the spring semester's vacation in order to reduce student stress. If carried out, however, the proposal will also shorten exam week. The push to revamp Cornell's calendar comes as a response to the string of student suicides in the spring of 2011.
There have been new developments in the $25 million wrongful death lawsuit against Sigma Alpha Epsilon and several Cornell students. George Daydoun, who was a brother in SAE, died in February of last year. Daydoun's mother filed documents claiming a noose was tied around his neck and that zip ties and duct tape were also used during the pledging event leading up to her son's death. SAE has been trying to move the case from New York City to the Ithaca area, arguing many potential witnesses are based near Cornell.
Adam Gitlin is running uncontested to be president of the Student Assembly for next year. Currently the SA's executive vice president, Adam told The Sun he will still run a campaign to remain in touch with the student body and that he will wait for the new SA to be elected before planning the organization's larger agenda. This is the first time a candidate for president of the SA has run uncontested since the spring of 2009.
Administrators are considering changing the international relations minor into a global affairs major. The minor has increased in popularity among students despite a rigorous workload. Full-time staff and more funding will be needed to expand the minor to a major. In sports news this week, the women's equestrian team remains undefeated this season after a weekend home show against 11 other teams.
The Reds' closest competition was Binghamton University, who trailed 14 points behind. 5 of Cornell's point riders won their classes, and 3 more qualified for the regional show in March.
The Red are now up by 64 points in the division going into the last show of the season this weekend. And now for the weekend update. This Friday night, head to the Big Red Barn for a Brazilian carnival. Free samba lessons start at 9, so don't be late.
On Saturday afternoon, check out the Feline Follies, an annual cat show starting at 1 in Sherman Hall. And on Sunday, support the women's tennis team at 1 p.m. in a match against Binghamton.
That's all for this week's news. Stay tuned next week for SunCenter.